Welcome to episode 44 of the Dusty Survival Series. This month we pick up 2 new fields. I go and improve security up near the brewery, and something terrible happens to our dear friend Dusty. Welcome back to Erlengrat, everyone. What a lovely morning. This snow has finally melted. It's taken the best part of the last 2 weeks for everything to go, but we have had a really nice bout of sunshine. It's quite balmy at the minute, I must say. 6:47, 10 to 7 a.m. in the morning. $418,000 bucks in the bank. Now I'm just here having a nice look out over the valley. But let's head back up. Jump over these rocks. We're at the back of the old shack here, Dusty's old log cabin. Just gonna have a quick look at the sheep, and we'll get on with the day. Plenty of grass. Oh, I say plenty of grass. There's a good old heap there, but not a huge amount of grass. But I'm not too fussed now that the snow's melted and they can actually get to the grass, have a good old nibble. They're all very healthy. Yeah, not too bad. Straw is nice and clean. And these guys are okay. Happy sheep. Got a real good mixture in here now. I really could do with somehow getting more wool out of this operation, but I think we're kind of going as best as we can at the minute with the sheep that we've got. We are maxed out in terms of the space. So perhaps some other pasture at some point in the future might be useful. That's something we can think about today, actually. But yeah, the sheep are good. Let's jump over to the chickens. Oh yes, the eggs are well underway. Let's close those doors up so I can open the middle doors here. There, not too bad at all. Having a good old scratch around. Morning, milady. How are you doing? Yeah, straw's good, not too mucky. Right, let's go and open these back doors, let a bit of fresh air in, let them have a scratch around outside now that the snow's gone. Not too bad at all. Good stuff. Well, I'm happy with the animals this morning. I think there's not a lot we need to do up here. They're happy, they've got feed, they've got grass. Okay. Let's go and head down. Well, I've not seen Dusty as yet. I'm sure we'll pick up with him later on. I don't know where he is at the minute. His truck isn't there by the looks of it. Let's just pop in and see if he's about. Fairly sure if his truck's not there, then he won't be. Dusty? You in? Dusty, you upstairs? Dusty? No, I think he's probably out. Yeah. Okay, well let's head on out. Let's close those front doors. Head out the back. Just in case he's out there. He's not. No. Okay, fair enough. Not to worry. We shall head down to the barns, go grab a vehicle, and then head over to the warehouse. Well, I think I'll jump in the Massey. The Landini, I believe, is still down at the main warehouse, so we'll head over there in the Massey, and I think what we'll do is have a bit of a tidy up whilst I have a bit of a plan of what to do. And also, as I mentioned last episode, I think I will stick some gates in up around the brewery, just for a bit of added security now we've got an awful lot more stuff going on up there. Just to keep prying eyes and fingers away from our operations. I'm just going to pop in and have a look at the state of things here at the mill. I don't think anything will have been happening because we are all out of crops. Yeah, that's right, as I expected. There's nothing there. The flour is done, and all the flour we grabbed up before in last episode and stuck that into the bakers. So, yeah, actually, I wonder if we've got any bread yet. We can go and have a look at the bread on the way up to the warehouse. Just going to pull into our field here on the left hand side because I left some machinery up here at the end of well, Christ, when did we finish doing the fields? It's got to be 4 or 5 months ago, and I haven't moved it. So we've got the auger, and I think it's the roller. Yes, it's the roller, and that is really bad form on my part. I should have definitely stowed those away. So I'm just going to grab these up, and I'm going to park them over by the mill for now, just so that I can then take them up to the homestead later on. Right, let me deal with this, and I shall grab the auger as well, and then we'll head up to the warehouse. Right, that roller's fine there. I shall just leave it there between those two buildings. Head back and get the auger next. Right, let's have a quick look behind. Backing up slowly. Have I come on the wrong way? No, that's fine, that's fine. I have to think where I was then. Okay, right, let's... I think I'm going to have to go around this whole field. I haven't got the space to turn without ruining a crop. Has he got anything in there? Yes, he has. Potatoes by the looks of it. So I won't go churning up his field. I don't think that's fair. Right, let's drop this off next to the roller. We'll have a look at the weather in a minute because I have a horrible feeling that it's going to snow again. It's just got quite cold all of a sudden. And we've got a bit of cloud cover coming on. Let me just get this auger around the back here, and I shall park it up alongside our roller there. Well, actually, no. Weather's looking good. We've got 9, 10, 11, 14 degrees. Yeah, 15, quite nice. 16 degrees by lunchtime. Sunshine all the way through. Bit of rain in April, which will be perfect for some crops. So yeah, I think we've seen the worst of the winter, the worst of the snow. I think it's time to get on with some proper farming. I've just stepped outside of the Massey here next to our field. This was Dusty's grandfather's original field. Field 21, I believe. And the reason being is because we have all this money we need to spend, and I think there's a good opportunity now to pick up both this field here, which currently has, let me just get my HUD on. What do we got in here? Nothing. It has been ploughed by the look of it, and yeah, I think that's limed. And then we also have the field, if I just cross the road, check the traffic. This potential field over here, which looks like it's got potatoes in it. It does have. We could purchase this as well. Let's just have a quick look at prices and see what we're in the market for with these two fields. Okay, so field 22 next to Dusty's original field 21, that is going for $107,000 bucks. And then if I just come up to field 19, that's going for $180,000 bucks. So give or take a little bit of rounding up, we are looking at $287,000 bucks for both of these fields, which actually, if I just zoom out a little here, that would give us a nice solid lump of land that we can work with easy accessibility and all in one place. I think that's definitely got to be an option, hasn't it? Of course, the potential issue here is that we've got potatoes in this field. Do we want to buy a potato field and then have to get the damn things out the ground? We have had this scenario before, and we decided just to plough everything back in and start afresh. So there is that to think about. Now this other field is fine, the one over here. That's ready to go. We could potentially get some crops in the ground. Let's have a quick look at what we got available. Quick check of the old crop calendar. So we are in March. We are looking at either sowing oats or sunflowers. What else we got that we might be interested in? Potatoes, sugar beets, sugar cane, cotton. They are all going to require specialist machinery. And I think if we were to get into any one of those four there, it's got to be cotton, because cotton then could start to produce fabric and really start to up our fabric and therefore our clothing game, because we know we get a good 30 odd grand per pallet of clothes when we sell that at the supermarket. So I think if we were to pick up this field, we could certainly get it ready, maybe get some radish in. I need to check the state of things, and then perhaps put some oats in, maybe. I mean, that's a quick turnaround. That would be ready in August. Although I am keen to look at corn or sunflowers. sunflowers because potentially we could then start to look at some sort of oil production chain. So I think that might be the choice for the day, ladies and gentlemen. I think I will go and speak to City Council later on, or I can get Dusty to go down there because he's got a good group of people down there that he knows really well. And yeah, put in an offer for this piece of land and hopefully snap it up. And in April we can get some sunflowers in the ground. I think that is a plan for this particular field. As for field 19 over here, this rather long one, I think again we should snap it up. I just need to have a think about whether or not it's worth the potatoes. Now, I think the best thing we can do is just jump into the shop and see what the kind of equipment we would need and how much it's going for. Feels like a while since we've been in here, so let's go down first of all to the used vehicle sale. Ooh, I mean we don't need the 9R, but do like the 9R. Look at that. That is, what have we got? The big tyres. Yes. That is a tasty vehicle. 462 horsepower. I mean, that is a beast, isn't it, really? Oh, that is a real beast. No, I'm being I'm being persuaded by the juicy 9R there. Let's go out. We don't need a voucher. We've got a small tractor in the guise of the Landini, although the Landini is 190 horsepower, so it's not small by any means. And we certainly don't need any slurry containers. So let's forget that for now and jump up to the equipment for, what did we say, potatoes. Let's go across spaders, subsoilers, potato tech. Here we go. Yeah, I mean, we're not talking about a huge outlay if we were to go for basically the pull-along machinery rather than a dedicated, driven machine. Yeah, we've got the Grimmies. They're all good. Oh, I do like a roper, but that is big money. This could be an option. This really could be. But for now, I'm just going to head up and quickly check the state of affairs at the bakery because I'm keen to see that we've actually got some output there. And then we'll head up to the warehouse as originally planned. Right, let's swing in here. I think I can see some output already, which is brilliant. Yes. What have we got? What have we got? One. Yes. One. I was hoping for a bit more than that, but I suppose it has only been one day. And there we go. Oh, that looks tasty. There's a nice selection there. A couple of bloomers. Nice. Okay, well, we'll leave that there for now. I might have to come and collect that later, but that's fine. We'll get that in the warehouse and ready to sell later on in the year. Just as I pull out here, yes, I thought I did see there's a crate there of clothes. So we'll grab something. We'll grab the truck actually. We'll grab the truck and we'll come and pick up those 2 crates of stuff, those 2 pallets later on today. Right, we are here. See where Dusty is. He's got to be up here. He's not down at the mill. He's not up the homestead. The Landini I parked actually down around the corner here by the brewery, so I shall just leave the Massey slightly out of the way. Like that. And there she is. So we'll go grab that, we'll grab the trailer and we'll start getting some stuff loaded into the warehouse. So this is where I think we need to put some gates across. We've got this nice fencing from our last big payday. Very nice actually, it's nicely put together. So I think that we can get something just to come across here. I don't think we can get anything that's automated, but that's fine. We can lock it up at night, and that's all we're really looking for. So yeah, I think we'll do that. And just as I swing around, obviously way over there at the other end where the other entrance is where I've just come in, we'll stick the same down there, and that will just give us a bit of added security. We've got all our floodlights up here and over there, so there's more than enough light up here at night, but that just stops people poking their noses in and having a bit of a snoop around. Right, let's get in the Landini and get some things loaded. not a bad job. All done. Got all those on, so let's get those over to the warehouse. Get them loaded in. I do need to move the truck out of the way. That's not a problem. I've got the keys. Right, so let's do that. Keys, keys, keys. Engine on. Right, let's just get this shifted out of the way. Just round the back here is absolutely fine. And let's get those things into the warehouse. There we go. That should start offloading now. There we are, all done. So all the beer is now in there. Wonderful. Okay, I'm a little bit concerned that we are now nearly 10 o'clock and I haven't heard a peep out of Dusty. Dusty is an early bird. He is up at the crack of dawn and he's in bed, well late into the night. He's a 4-hour-a-night kind of guy. Just a little bit out of the ordinary, that. But for now, I shall just continue to push on my own. I don't really need Dusty's assistance right now. He's obviously involved in something quite important, so I'll leave him to his own devices. So let's get a gate on here. Under decoration, we've got our fences. Now, what have we got? I think we picked out of the catalogue well, there's a gate straight away. So that's the fence we've got. Proper solid fence posts, panels, all nicely tied together, super secure. Yeah, I think we're going to go with that. Now, the problem is I don't know how big these are. That's how big they are. That's a bit annoying. It's colliding with something. It's probably colliding with the road. Oh, see, my OCD is getting in the way here. That's about right. That's about collides with another item. What are you colliding with? This is not making for good video footage. Let me deal with this off camera. Well, there we go. A bit of a faff, but fundamentally it just didn't want me to build my gate directly over, in effect, what is the public highway. My land actually starts here where we laid the concrete. So that's where we've placed our nice gate. And we just brought the fence further round, as you can see. So we should be able to open up. Very nice indeed. Right, let's head over to the other side and do exactly the same thing over there. I don't think we're going to have as much of an issue here because our road, as you can see, is the right side of where our fence line is. So let me have a quick look, see if we can get our fence and gate in place. There we go. That is one tidy gate we've got there. Let's just open this one up as well. And the fact that we've got the fence line coming in at an angle means that we've got a nice entrance here. Very nice indeed. So I think that makes a big difference in terms of security. Not that we had a huge issue anyway. The next thing I wanted to have a quick look at is the state of our production chains. We can pretty much skip right past the mill because we've got no crop in there to do anything until harvest season. What's the state of wood like at the mill? Wood is pretty good. I'd say we've got about, what, a third? Maybe 2/5 if we're being picky. And that's fine. Producing planks, wood chips. I do feel like I want to do something with the wood chips, but I just don't know what's worth doing with them for now. Anyway, planks are storing, got plenty of planks there. Let's have a look at the state of our spinnery. Obviously no cotton, that's something we talked about earlier. It could be worthwhile, I think it could be. We've got a bit of wool in there, and I think that might just see out the rest of this month, but we are going to have to pull down the rest of the wool, which is currently up at the homestead. That's fine, that's a little job we can do behind the scenes. Now let's have a look at Dusty's threads, because this is where we make big money. $30,000 bucks per pallet. We've got fabric going in, great. We've got clothes being produced, storing, great. And we know we've got, I don't know, I estimate probably 8 or 9 pallets in the warehouse already. Carpentry, the wood is running low. I don't have an issue with that. We put tons in there. It's taken, I reckon, probably about 2 years for that to go down. Once that's finished, then we'll stop and we'll just let the planks run. Although it does mean probably we'll have less output overall because we've got 2 sources here and then 1 output for furniture. But yeah, that's fine. Obviously, we've got no stones for lime. Our beer, yeah, beer is still going. We've got plenty of water, obviously, because we're now tapped into our water source. We've got wheat in there. We've got barley. We're currently making wheat and barley because that's the next big sell. After that, then we switch to strawberry beer, which is kind of the autumn beer that everyone likes. And then obviously honey beer for our Christmas fans. Greenhouses, lettuce is good all the way through. And then right down at the bottom, our new bakery where we've got, wow, half the incoming materials we need there for flour. Plenty of strawberries, which we're never going to use, but we are creating bread. So actually, our production chains, they're doing pretty well at the minute. I'm really happy with that. Honey's doing okay. We're going to leave these few here just for the time being. I'd rather go and pick everything up in one hit. And I think the same is going to apply to our lettuce here. There's 4 pallets there. Let's just wait till it's full, come round and grab everything in one hit. It's just a bit more efficient that way. But yeah, the lettuce is producing well, and we did make a nice tardy salmon lettuce this year, just gone, so really happy with that. I think I'm going to jump in the truck and I'm going to head down to City Hall and see if I can't purchase those 2 fields that we talked about earlier. Then we can start thinking about getting some crops in the ground and getting everything prepped for the new season coming up. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Banshee.
Hello, Steve, how you doing?
I'm alright, thank you very much. Just calling to ask if you've seen your buddy Mal.
You mean Dusty?
That's the one. He was supposed to come down to the animal dealer this morning to talk about the prices for this year's silage, but he hasn't made it yet. I just wondered if he's running late or anything.
Do you know what? You say that, Steve. I haven't seen Dusty all morning, and it is very unlike him not to appear by what time we're talking about, 11 o'clock. It's ridiculous. I'm not feeling worried, but I'm a little bit concerned.
Well, I'm sure he'll turn up once he's ready. He's probably in the middle of town doing some important business. No bother, I'll catch him next time.
Alright, thank you, Steve. Cheers for the call.
Alright, okay, bye.
Well, that is odd, and I have to admit, I didn't say this to Steve on the phone just then, but I am starting to get a bit worried. The fact that Dusty has not shown up at all. Well, anyway, we're heading into town now. I'm going to go to, as I say, go to City Hall, go to the bank, see if I can't get the deeds for those 2 bits of land. Once I've done that, I'm going to have a bit of a mooch around, see if he's at a cafe or a bar. I mean, it's unlike Dusty, so unlike Dusty to, to just disappear like this. He always tells me what he's doing, even if it's, do you know what, even if he says, you know what, I fancy a couple of hours off, I'm going to go down the pub, see how the bar's doing. That's absolutely fine, but he always tells me. Okay, let's head into town and see what's going on. We've got some business to do anyway. Right, I shall just park up here. Not ideal for a big truck like this, but it's fine. How much for parking? Jesus! Oh well, I don't think I've got a choice. Right, having just had to pretty much mortgage my house just so I can pay for parking near the station, let me just head to the bank. Let's get the deeds, and yeah, then we'll keep our eyes open for Dusty. He wouldn't be in any of these shops. He hates shopping. Absolutely despises shopping. Maybe the sports centre? No, Dusty, sport, no. Does not play sport. Right, let's go in here, let's get some stuff sorted. We are the proud owners of 2 new fields, 19 and 20. Brilliant. And there we are, ladies and gentlemen. We have our potato field. Let's just double check. There it is. And down here we have, well, a field with nothing in it. You might think it's barley because it's a similar colour, but it isn't. Yeah, so we can start to worry about field 22, I think, almost immediately. I think we'll get that ready and cultivated and get some radish in there, plough that in next month, get a crop in. We'll worry about field 19 in terms of potatoes in due course. But for now, I am starting to get worried about our dear friend Dusty. I have no idea where he is. It may be absolutely nothing. I might just be stressing over nothing. He may well be dealing with a bit of business and just got tied up, or maybe his battery's flat. It just seems a little odd, that's all. See, his truck's not there either. What is going on? Right, let me just pop in and see if anyone's seen him. No, no one in there has seen him. None of the staff, none of the locals, none of the regulars. I'm at a loss. I really am. Where the hell is Dusty? Excuse me, mate. Can I ask you a question? Excuse me? Hello? Are you arrogant? Ugh. Some people around here, they're just obsessed with their own lives, don't care about anyone else's. Could he be looking for a new business venture? Oh no, I'm really clutching at straws now. Let's head to the shop. I wonder if Klaus has seen him. That's a good place to start. Oh, he's not even open. Well, Dusty can't be in there then, can he? Right, I need to do some serious thinking. I'm starting to get properly pissed off. Well, it's been another hour. I've been up to the homestead. I've picked up the seeder. I've been down and dropped that off, and I've just got the cultivator on board now. You can see it in the rearview mirrors. I'm just going to start this field. I'm going to give it, I don't know, another hour till about 4 o'clock, maybe, yeah, another 2 hours, and then I'm going to go see if I can find Dusty again. I'm really quite worried now. I can't put it any other way, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know where he has gone. This is unheard of. So I'm just going to keep my head down, get this field underway. It'd be so much easier if he was here to help, but, you know, I think something has happened now. I genuinely think Dusty's in trouble, because he would have said something by now. Okay, let me get this unfolded. Feeling a bit subdued now, I must admit. Feeling a bit, I don't know, miserable is not the right word, but preoccupied. That's how I'm feeling. Preoccupied. I'll get this underway, and yeah, we'll move on from there. I'm just wrapping up here. Pretty much done now. That's pretty much it. And that is one complete field. I've got a lot of stones to pick, but that's fine. All that means is that we're going to make lots of nice lime, which is easy money in my book. Okay, I think I'm going to leave the stone picking. I'm going to just get everything stowed away, and I'm going to head back up to the homestead. I've been phoning Dusty as I've been going around here. I'm getting no response, so yeah, I think I'm just going to go back to the homestead, call it a day, and just see if he turns up. I left the cultivator and the seeder down at field 22. I can pick that up as soon as I think it's worthwhile. I'm not too worried about getting the radish in now. I've got bigger things on my mind. Going to drop the Massey off here in the barn, and then I'm just going to head up and see if Dusty is back at home. Okay, here we are. Let's get the Massey into here. Out the way. In fact, I'll park her at the back. Perfect. Get my torch on. The sun has gone down behind the mountains as usual for this time of year. Oh, I do hope Dusty's there. Well, I can't see his truck. Whoa, hold on a minute. Oh my god. This is not good news. This is really not good news. We've got a rescue vehicle and a police car. What the hell has happened to Dusty?